Okay, so like I said earlier, I'm going to talk about ED 3.0 today, but the main topic for today is follow-up. And we're following up, like I said, because we're currently in our 2030. Normally, what we always do is that we wait till the end of the month and we always do a follow-up training by the end of the month. But I'm deciding not to wait this time because during this 2030, people are joining every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. And people are seeing the business. We're doing it back to back. So we cannot afford to start waiting for when month ends to do the follow-up training. So that's why I'm doing it today. Okay. You already know what to do. Every time you come for training like this, don't take it casually. I know some of you are looking at it through your phones and all that. Don't be casual about it. Always make sure you're writing. You understand? Don't just think because no matter what I say, if you don't write, you'll remember just let's say 10%, 20% if you're very smart. If you're a genius, maybe 30%, but you'll not remember more than 30%, right? But if you're writing, you can go back to your notes. Yes, I always record my trainings, but the truth is that most of you don't go back to the recording. So it's what you learn here that you're going to get. So please make sure you're writing as much as possible. But the most important thing is everything I teach today, try and start practicalizing it today. Okay. So I'm going to be talking about follow-up. I said something earlier. I said follow-up is one of the most important skills in network marketing. And there's some network marketing experts that will argue that it's not the most important, it's one of the most important. They argue that the most important is inviting. Eric Worre calls inviting the gateway skill. Because it says if you don't invite anybody, if you finish prospecting, you don't invite anybody, then who will see your business? Nobody will join. And he said, even if you're not good at presenting, you're not good at follow-up, you're not good at anything, if you're very good at massively inviting, you succeed. That's what he said. Or well, you may not succeed as much, but you shall get sign-ups, sha. And especially with our Lavena Vida system that we have, the altar call, we have instant sign-ups every day. It means that even though you're just massively inviting, you do that. But there's something that network marketing experts will tell you. Instant sign-ups, I think I heard this from Bosky. Instant sign-ups are it's just Jara good. Instant signups is just Jara, it's just a bonus to your business. What does that mean? It means that when you invite a prospect for a presentation, and after the presentation, they make their payment immediately. No follow-up, no nothing. We'll do the instant sign up, instant altar call and all, and they make their payment immediately. That is just extra. That is just Jara. It's just a bonus for you. Where your real signups are is when you do follow-up. The one that comes in without follow-up, that just comes immediately, that is just a bonus. If you understand, go to comments and say I understand. Because some of you try and run your business based on instant signups. Run your business based on, okay, somebody came and saw the presentation, they registered, fine. You invited 30, 15 came, 2 registered, okay, I have 2 people have gone. And then you leave the remaining 13 people for who I don't know. You leave them alone. You say, oh, those ones, they did not join. Nah, they are not ready. Oh, they are not serious. They are not whatever. Not knowing that follow-up is that is where your real prospects will come from. Follow-up. Okay, and I'm going to talk more about that as we go jump into the meeting and all of that. Let me quickly share my slide. You know, we leave so much money on the table when we don't do follow-up. We leave so much money on the table. I can't overemphasize this. Some of you are so lazy to follow up. You are so scared. Hopefully, I'll demystify all that today. Okay, we live. There are so many people who, and let me tell you, there are different kinds of people. We have people that are moved by the spur of the moment. Oh, people are joining. People are ready. Let me go and register. Oh, it's happening. Okay, let me go and join. But there's some people. I think I alluded to it last week when I was in training. I said some people will never join immediately. If it doesn't matter what you are saying, they won't join. Some people have to go and process things. Some people have to go and think about it. They have to go and sit down and reason, and they have to go and do their calculation, their permutation, and all that. You know what I mean? That's just how some people are wired. And I said, I'm also like that as well. If I see an opportunity or something right now, because I've lost a lot of money in the past, I will not just jump right into anything. I'm telling you. No matter how juicy it sounds, no matter how good it sounds, I'll ask questions. I'll do my due diligence. If, for example, I want to let's say purchase, let's say, land or something right now, and it's one of my other plans for the year, and somebody comes to me and say, oh, this land in Metama is this, that, is that. Oh, the owner is relocating to London and they need money. If you can pay money today, I will never pay. I won't. If the team wants to go, it should go. If it's my own, it will stay. I will ask questions. I have an agent, a real estate agent that does this for me. I'll call him. Okay, there's one property somewhere. Please go and look at it for me. He will go and check, do his due diligence, do his findings. When he comes to me and tells me to pay, that's when I will now pay. No matter how juicy it is, I will not pay immediately. I will never, as in, because I've lost a lot of money before and all of that. All this real estate, blah, blah. The other time, my husband and I went to Dubai on our honeymoon. Papa, they scammed us. Imagine, in the abroad, they said, oh, come and buy this property, blah, 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 yadi, yadi, yadi. They did close down for us. We made instant part payments, blah, blah, blah. Came back to Nigeria, paid another money again. We're really excited. Oh yeah, then stories that started entering. Story. So what that means is that if you have people like me in the presentation and you do a close down, we're not going to register. Do we have the money to pay? Yes, we have the money to pay. The money is not the problem, right? Are we convinced? Yes, we're almost convinced, but we still have to do our due diligence. So imagine if you don't follow somebody like me up. You don't follow me up. You just say, I beg, she's not serious. What does she think she is? What does she be like? I beg, Jare, let her go. And you don't follow me up. And I ask you, please give me materials to go through. Do you have like a slide I can go through? Do you have a recording? Can I get a recorded version? Do you have something I can go through? And you tell me, no, we don't have. Make a decision now. You're on your own. No. What does that mean? It means that you have lost me. So if you have lost me, imagine how many prospects you have lost. I'm trying to make a point here. I don't know if you guys are getting, if you are getting what I'm saying, go to the comments and say, I get. Let this be the last time that you invite people for presentation and you don't do a follow-up. You just expect that they will just jump on your lap and register. And then when they don't register, you say they are not serious. No. Okay. So that's why follow-up is very important. So let me continue. What is follow-up? I've done this kind of training before. Okay. But I say repetition is the mother of mastery. So listen to it again and understand. And I've added a couple of more things to it. Okay. And this time I'm recording it. Now, follow-up is every conversation or interaction you have with a prospect who you have exposed the business to towards getting them to join the business, to joining the decision. Okay. Any conversation, any interaction you have with a prospect after they have seen the business can also be likened to follow-up. Follow-up is also the process of education and understanding. Our mistake most times we think that we must convince everybody to join immediately. No. Some will join immediately, some will join after a week, some will join after a month, some will join after a year, some will join after 3 years, some will join after 6 years. I have some prospects who I'm still following up. My personal prospects, I'm still following them up. Up to today, you've not still joined. Okay, so it is a long-term process. Okay, fantastic. Now, educating a prospect on how the business is the best fit for them. Now, also, what does follow-up also mean? Like I always say, the fortune is in the follow-up. I've already explained that already. The real money is in the follow-up. The real money is in the follow-up. Your real prospects, your real fortune is in the follow-up. I'll keep on ringing this thing in your ear until you start doing it, okay? Follow-up is done after showing the presentation. After the presentation is shown. See, let me tell you something here. Especially when we have Zoom, right? We have Zoom. We have, let's say, 400 people in the meeting. Out of the 400, 200 of them are thrown in and out. Network throws them out at different times. They come back in, network throws them out at different times. They have Nigerian network. Their network is slow. They catch some things, they don't catch some things, and all that. Half of them in the Zoom are not really understanding. Half of them, imagine sometimes I do even training for you guys that are teammates. And I say something and somebody says, oh, network threw me out, boss. Can you repeat what you said? So imagine prospects. Half of them are not understanding. Half of them, they join the meeting and for 10 minutes, they are not hearing anything. They don't know how to use Zoom. They just download their Zoom. They're not hearing anything until the admin now post, oh, this is what you need to. Sometimes the admin is posting, they're not on the group chats. They're not on the chat box. They are looking at the meeting. What's this woman saying? What's this man saying? So maybe it's after 10 minutes, they'll now go to the chat. They'll now see where the admin has said, click on the ear icon, on the earpiece icon. They'll now start hearing. Their network throws them out, or their child is calling them. All those factors are there. And then after the meeting, when they don't join, you say, they are not serious, Jared. No. Some of them, you call them and they will say, I don't understand anything. Like, I didn't even get what she was saying. I didn't understand what she was saying. I didn't even get what the man was saying. I wasn't really, network was throwing me out. So you must follow up. So after some of them, after the presentation, you need to do another presentation for them by sending them another presentation video. Because they literally did not understand. And that's why I did the 18 minutes video. I have a video I did. It's just 18 minutes, guys. compressing that video to 18 minutes was a war. It was a war. But I said I wanted to make it less than 20 minutes so that somebody can watch it immediately after a presentation and they can gain clarity. Do you understand that? Your follow-up must be done within 24 hours to 48 hours after presentation. That 48 hours is even if you not try. 48 hours is if you do not try. It should actually be 24 hours after presentation, to be honest. Do you understand? 24 hours. Okay. If you don't follow through, okay, following through is also following up properly. If you don't follow through or follow up, they'll forget what you show them. Somebody attends a presentation. Yesterday, somebody attended Amazon yesterday. They were fired up. They were ginger. They were excited. Oh, nice one, nice one. They sleep. They dream. They wake up this morning, Monday morning, rush, carry their kids, get their kids ready, carry them for school runs. The husband goes to work, blah, 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 blah. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, they go and pick up their kids, make lunch, go to finish in the office, blah, 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 blah. You still not call them. They're forgetting. You now call them tomorrow evening and start saying, hey, the presentation that you saw on Sunday, how far? And they're like, oh, is it that thing that man said we should be bringing people? We should be bringing women. We'll pay 9,990. I don't have money. I don't understand it. I don't know all these things, standing like scam. But that same person, if you had called them immediately after the presentation, wow, they would have been excited. Why? Because they still remember what they saw. And that's the best time to get them to make a decision. Do you understand what I mean? Very important. Within 48 hours, your prospect would have spoken to the whole world, asking them about their opinion. If you leave your prospect for 2 days, they've got to go, hey, come on. Today, there's one business I saw, La Buena Vida. They say, La Buena Vida, those people are doing white cars. Me, I think it's a cult. You've not followed them up yet. Okay, it's like it's a cult, white cars. Even me, I was suspecting, why are they white? But I don't think it's a scam. But anyway, before you know, they'll go and Chioma, come and join under me. Join what? I want to join you, La Buena Vida business. Amazon women. Those people. I paid since 2 years ago. I never see anything. Are you serious? Hey, wow. It's after they've spoken to the whole world, you will now be calling them, and then you're wondering why they're giving you attitude. They're not picking your call. But when you call immediately after the meeting, you already cleared their doubts. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to tell them. Don't worry. Are you following? The chances of them going to go and meet negativity and all that are highly reduced. You get them to attend the QSG. You get them to watch another video. You answer their questions. So by the time somebody else is trying to tell them something, they say, no. I asked them about whether it's a cult. They're all wearing, and they said no. That white stands for purity. White stands for holiness. White stands for wealth. And that's why they like using white. And it's their color. And after all, the Nigerian Navy, they use navy blue. Are we calling them a cult? The Army uses green. Different organizations and all that have their own color. Customs uses, I don't know that custom color, whether it's between orange and pink. Different companies have their different colors. So guess what? You have already answered the person's questions. You have cleared that out. So even if they're not joining immediately, even if they're going to join within the next 2 weeks or 1 month or so, guess what? Their mindset is already right. That is why we say you should follow up immediately. If you get what I'm saying, go to the comments and say, I will follow up immediately. Okay? Strike when the iron is hot. Strike when the iron is what? Someone say Chelsea is wearing blue. What are we talking? Are we talking? Is that what we're talking about? You guys are funny. Okay, let's continue. 90% of prospects need to be followed up before they sign up. I've said that already. 90% of prospects need to be followed up before they register. So only 10% or sometimes less than 10 join immediately. Sometimes you get 20% to join immediately. Sometimes 30. Okay? But guess what? Most of the time, 90% will be followed up before they eventually register. Immediately that presentation is over, like I said, you start following up immediately. For better results, you can follow up before the meeting starts. Okay? I'm going to show you how to do that. Before presentation starts, you can actually start planting your seeds of what to follow up. Now, if you don't follow up on time, you stand the risk of losing your prospect to somebody else who follows up. I'll say that again. If you don't follow up on time, you stand the risk of losing your prospect to somebody else who follows up. So Ada attends the presentation to the Amazon women. She's excited. She's very happy, but she doesn't have the full money to start. She really wants to join, but she doesn't know who to collect money from. But she knows that by the end of the month, as in she has already told herself that end of this month, I'm going to register. Anything that was somebody, I'm not seeing that. But then you don't follow her up. You don't tell her anything. You don't build a relationship with her. And then Chukudi will now go and call Ada. Ada, how are you? Me and you are from the. So Ada will say, no, I'm ready going to go and register on that Tunde. Tunde has spoken to me. Leave that thing now. Okay, when does the Tunde call you? Don't worry. Let me teach you what to do. Let me answer your questions. Oh, yeah, come and attend our meeting. Come and use our video. Come and shake call. It's the same Amazon. We're all under the same business. So it's the same umbrella. Come and join me. Blah, blah, blah. You have not spoken to the person at all. Chukudi is talking to her. By the end of the month, when the money comes, people join people. People hardly join businesses. They join people. People join people that they know, they like, they trust. What will Ada do? Ada, she will forget to call Tunde. Because the Chukudi that has been talking to her, so she will go and join on that Chukudi. Why? Because you refuse to follow up. Okay? Every prospect has 3 potential uplines. I keep on saying this thing. Every prospect has what? 3 potential uplines. So don't think that because you're not following up, somebody else will not follow them up. Okay? For everybody you invite, they have other people who have shown them the business, other people who are following them up, other people who are in La Buena Vida, other people. So don't let somebody come and reap where you have sold. Okay, now how do you follow up before the presentation? When you're booking them or inviting them for a presentation or a meeting or something, you mention to them ahead of time that, okay, during the session, our senior consultants may be selecting a few people that they will mentor personally. I hope you are selected. Make sure you're selected. Ensure you stay in the meeting to the end so that you'll be selected. Are you seeing that? During the session, our senior consultant may be selecting a few partners, people that they're going to mentor personally. Ensure that you are selected. I hope that you are selected. Stay in the meeting to the end so that you'll be selected. So what happens? The person has already entered the meeting with the mindset of selection, with the mindset of, okay, there's an opportunity that's going to come. When it comes, I want to be selected. So when they are doing the follow-up, first of all, they will stay in the meeting to the end. When they are doing the close down and all that, the altar call and all that, guess what? During the close down, they say, okay, this is the selection that they were talking about. So they are more likely to get started because they were already pre-informed. Okay. Now, what are the series of activities that constitute follow-up? I'm going to rush through this so I can get into the other things. I don't want to miss anything today. Following up is a sequence of activities you engage in to ensure your prospect meets with you as you take them through another exposure. The best follow-up is after the presentation and belly to belly. If you can see the person immediately, for example, somebody comes for a physical meeting, be there. You invite somebody to the office for presentation, you are expecting a number of people, come for the presentation. I don't understand how you invite 10 people and you're not there. You're expecting 10 people to go for a presentation in the office and you don't come to the office. I don't understand. And you're around, you're in town. What are you doing? You come around. Belly to belly is the most important. You can take the person directly to the presenter. Say, please let me talk to the person. Okay, you can invite them for class. What is class? Something I want to start doing again is question and answer session. We have it mainly in the QSG. Before we used to do it separately, but now we've sandwiched it joined with the QSG. So after the QSG, we also have questions and answers. Please. Yes, we say only those who attend presentation and register can attend QSG, but that one is just format. You can still attend the QSG. Your prospect who is interested, somebody who is very interested, they're excited and all that, even if they're not paid, they can still join QSG, please. Are you following? Put them on a 3-way call with your upline, your leader, to pep talk them, to speak them, to answer their question. I always say, if you don't understand what the person is asking, you cannot answer the question, you're not sure about it. Don't try and go and form smart. Don't try and form, I know the business, I understand it. No. Sometimes when you are too confident, your prospect doesn't like it because they'll feel like they have to be too confident as well. So what happens? Link them up with your leader for a 3-way call. Okay. Tell them that your leader has put finishing touches to a business plan that is tailored specifically towards them and invite them to see your leader. You can do that either physically, belly to belly. Like I said, belly to belly is the best if you're seeing your leader, or it can be phone call via Zoom, 3-way call immediately. Do you understand that? Okay. You can send them a breakdown of the business on WhatsApp. I'm going to talk about this, but I want to just brush through it fast. Then I'll talk about it one by one. Like I said last week, I showed you the presentation slide, the follow-up slide that Ambassador Nefo came up with. We're so blessed in La Buena Vida to have so many brains doing a lot of things. Ambassador Nefo came up with a follow-up flyer it is amazing. It's amazing. It answers questions. It's just beautiful. Summarizes the business. I showed you guys last week, okay? And I hope your leaders also shared it on your various group chats. Okay, you can send them short videos of success stories in network marketing. You know those videos we're always showing of people that are succeeding. You can send them videos like that and all that. You can send them your uplines alerts. We have on the slide. I have alerts that I keep there. You can also send that to them. Okay, your goal is to find creative ways to stay in touch, moving them from one exposure to another exposure and all that. I'm going to discuss 12 method of exposures in the course of this meeting. Don't worry, okay? Fantastic. And as you're following them up, you are writing it down. The mistake we make is we finish talking to a prospect today, we call them, the person says, oh, I'm going for burial. Oh, we just lost our father. We are going for burial. So right now I'm financially tied. I need to go and sort out the burial. I can't really bring out money for this business, but I'm very interested. Please, just give me 1 month. Within 1 month after the burial, I'm going to come and register. I'm so excited. But this month's salary is going to the burial and all that. I'm the first, but I need to take care of my family. You say, okay, oh, well done. I wish you well. Oh, condolences. Then you will now call the person. Then you will not write it on the interest form. You will not write it on your diary. Then within a month, you now remember, oh, Mr. Lagbaja said you will join by end of March. Oh, you now call Lagbaja, hey, I'm calling from La Buena Vida. You said you're going to register. And the guy is like, I told you that I was going for burial. You didn't even ask me how the burial was. Now, some people like care. I personally, I'm not that kind of person. If you don't ask me about whatever, I really don't care. But some people like care. They like they want to know that you care about them. They'll feel offended that they told you they went for burial and you didn't even ask them how the burial went. You didn't even ask them if the burial is successful. You never ask them anything. They're just calling them and asking them to pay money. I'm not going to do. Leave me alone. Some people are like that. But imagine you called them. Imagine you had already written it down. Oh, he lost his father. They're going for burial in Imbise. The burial is for 3 days. You know what that means? When you call them, oh, good afternoon, Mr. Anthony, how are you doing? Oh, this is Ronke from La Buena Vida. I'm just calling to find out, how did the burial go? How was the burial? If the prophet is telling you, oh, I will still register, I say, no, just come and let's talk about yourself first. How was the burial? Did the burial go well? Was it successful? How did everything go? Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay now. How are your siblings? You said you're the firstborn. I hope you are staying strong for them and everything. Oh, my brother, it is well. It is well. I pray that God will comfort you and I hope you are stronger. Guess what? Just that care. No, maybe you are the only one that's even cared about them since. Maybe nobody has even shown them that care. If the person is the kind of person that likes care, they will just melt. They will just love you. As in they just see you as, hey, this person genuinely cares about me. And you need to care about people. It's a people business. Do you understand? And then after everything, you say, okay, no problem. Are you ready to get started right now? I know you said you want to start by the end of March so that you can recoup and all that. I know you spent a lot of money during the burial. Are you ready to get started and all that? He's more likely to say, oh, yes, I'm ready. Okay, I have some money now. Okay, let me pay. Can I pay 40K now? I'll pay 40K later. But what I want to do that 129. Okay, you know what? Let me pay 79,990 now. And then later I'll pay the remaining 50K. What can we do? Guess what? By just showing that concern, showing that compassion, you are more likely to win the person. Guess what? That one will just take you extra 2 minutes. How much credit will you spend? Maybe 15 naira extra, 100 naira extra, and the person is in love with you. Do you understand? Now, not everybody is like that. Like I said, I personally am not really like that. I don't really care about that kind of care. But sometimes when somebody calls me just to check on me, I feel good. Because most times people are just calling me to ask me, Ambassador, I want this, I want that, I want that, do this for me, do that for me. But sometimes when some people call me and say, boss, I just called to greet you. I'm like, I'm always suspicious, like, And I feel good. Now, I'm not saying it so you people start calling me. Don't be calling me, don't be messaging me, please. I'm just saying it, right? That everybody, even some of us that are hard guys, we also like concern sometimes. You get what I mean? So this is very important. Some of you maybe you are too serious. You are too serious. I said it last week. Your prophet is trying to crack joke with you. You are not interested in the jokes. You are just saying, no, let's go straight to the point. No, sir, that's not what we're talking about. Please, I want to discuss. No. If somebody is saying, I'm not in a good mood, what happened? They beat Chelsea last night. Don't say, okay, sir. Anyway, so like we're saying, do you want to do the mega verse, neo verse? No. You say, are you serious? They beat Chelsea last night. Your own is even better. Did you hear about that lady in New Zealand that scored 3 home goals last night? She scored 3 home goals. Okay, your own is even better. At least it's just 1-0 now. Me, I'm a Man U fan. They beat us that Barcelona. They beat us 4-0 last time. Just that conversation with the person. This thing I'm saying is not part of my slide, but I want you to understand that it's human beings we are dealing with, not robots. Just that conversation with the person will laugh, so you're a Man U fan, before you know it. Guess what? The person has already liked you, they're something towards you, they already like you. And then follow-up just enters. If I the person that will say, okay, I'll join the business. My guy, okay, I'll join. No problem. Okay, well, how much you say it is again? Remind me how much that business is again. Me, I don't even remember. If at that point, When they feel close to you, they won't open up to you. They say, my brother, let me tell you the truth, this business, me, I don't even know if I can convince people. I'm not sure if I'm going to register, because the way I'm seeing things, are you sure it's not a scam? Are you sure it's not a scam? Because now, on a normal day, that person would have been posting you, I will join end of the month. But because you've had a conversation with them, they are more likely to open up and tell you how they really feel. Guys, this is a relationship business. And those of you that hear what I'm saying and you take this thing very, very serious, you will see how your follow-up will be easier. Don't be too stiff, you are too chloroquine, you are too bitter. No, loosen up a bit, okay? Now, when you have exposed when you've exposed your prospect to the presentation, your follow-up and closing, like I said, begins immediately, okay? In following up, you must find a way to keep on taking it from exposure to exposure. I've said all of this already, okay? Let me just jump right into it. But I want us to understand something. Some will, there's a rule called the SW rule in network marketing. Some will not. So what? Someone else is waiting. It means that some people will register right now. Some will not register right now. So what? Somebody else is waiting. Don't kill yourself on one prospect. Okay? Fantastic. Now, when do you stop follow-up? When do you stop follow-up? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You stop follow-up till either your prospect joins the business, or you die, or your prospect dies. That's when you stop following up. Either they've joined the business, or you have died, or they have died. It means that follow-up is continuous. Follow-up doesn't mean every time, every month you are calling them. No, I'm going to show you 12 different means of exposure. So it doesn't mean every day you are calling. No. There are different ways to do it, right? Especially with WhatsApp. Okay, fantastic. Now, things to say when you're following up immediately after the presentation is over. Now, at this point, you can be screenshotting. Okay, at this point, you can be screenshotting. Maybe after the presentation is over, you call them, your friend Tunde, Ahmed. Let's say Ahmed, how are you doing? Awesome, right? We've been getting a couple of payments from the presentation that you attended now. I'm just calling to confirm if your payment is among them. Oh, Kemi, how are you doing? We've gotten a lot of payments from the presentation you just attended. Oh, awesome, Abby. What did you like best? The person tells you, okay, I want to confirm if your payment is among them. If the person tells you, oh yes, I've already paid, I paid to the Access Bank account, I paid for one the Neovas package, I paid for the Digivas, I paid part payment, so said fantastic, congratulations, welcome to the family, I'm so proud of you. This business has changed lots of people's life to change your life as well. But if the person says, I've not made my payment, so what happens? What do I need to say? Wow, you didn't get the mastermind slot. Why didn't you secure the mastermind slot? They'll answer your question. They'll give an excuse, or they'll give an objection or an explanation. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Our own is just to get them to what? To speak. So how do you handle specific objections? I'm going to be discussing the most common objections that we get. I know that. And like I said, follow-up is going to be a continuous process. Maybe next week I'll touch on follow-up a bit as well, because I didn't mention all the objections here, but I'm going to mention some of them, okay? So what happens? First of all, the most common objection we get is what? I don't have money. I want to register, I'm excited about it, but I don't have the money to join. That's the most popular this thing. You will see someone that came with Range Rover Evoque, someone that's using an iPhone of 700,000 naira. You can smell that perfume. You know that this perfume is dollars. And the person saying, I don't have money. Okay, guess what? This objection is not 100% valid. It is not. That's the first thing I want us to understand. It's not 100% valid. Okay, what do I mean by that? It means that when an adult wants to do something, when an adult believes in a particular thing, they will go all out and find a way to get started. They will go all out, they'll do everything they need to do, and they'll find a way and they'll get started. Do we understand that? Don't worry, I'm going to explain as I continue, okay? Most times it's due to another objection, like, how do I convince people? Most times, not all the time. Sometimes somebody may genuinely not have the money. But if they genuinely don't have the money and they understand the business and all that, they will find it. And I know that because I was like that. When I saw the business, I sincerely did not have the money to join. I did. As in, if you shake me, 50,000 will not even come out. I did not have Shingbang. I didn't have it. So when I was saying I don't have the money to join, I was very, very interested, but I sincerely did not have the money. But guess what? My upline followed me up. Now I'm going to give two scenarios. Before I joined a business alliance emotion group and the former company I was in, because I did a network marketing company before I came in. Okay. Now when I was in that particular one, and that was where I really learned how to present and all of that. When I was in that other one, It was okay, it was all right. But the thing is that the compensation plan was not friendly. The compensation plan says before you earn from people that you don't even know. Let's say I register Chooks. If Chooks registers somebody, I can't earn from that person until I buy products worth about 30 something thousand naira or so. Now it's about 50K. It means that every month I have to buy products worth about 50K. And it didn't even make any sense. So that's why Alliance Emotional Global is a million times better, okay? But let me explain. So when the guy who invited me, he showed me the presentation. After the presentation, I said, okay, it makes sense. I was sold out. I said I was going to join, but I didn't have the money. So I told the guy, can I pay part payments? That my salary was 65K then, and I cannot carry the whole money and pay. Their own was, then it was 76K or so. I said, can I pay half now? Can I pay half of the money, 35K, by the end of the month? Then by next month, I'll balance up. The guy said, no problem. Now, in the course of that month, I think I saw the business at the beginning of the month. In the course of that month, a friend of mine, someone I was very close to, came and showed me another presentation, network marketing as well. Follow me closely, guys. Just follow me. She showed me that presentation and I saw it, and it was cheaper. Her one was about 25K or 18K or something. Now, I was a JJC in network marketing, so I didn't know the difference between compensation plan. I didn't know that. I just thought, oh, this one is cheaper and they have nice products, makeup and all that. Let me join them. I didn't know that there are things like compensation plan. There are things like support, structure. I didn't know all those things. So I was about to join the other person. This someone that said I'll register end of the month. So imagine if I joined the other person. By the time that my friend is calling me, I'd have said I've already registered. So, but what helped me was that the guy was a good network marketer. He followed me up. He was also new, but he had learned follow-up. So in the course of the month, the fact that somebody says they'll join end of the month, you don't wait till end of the month to call them. Even inside the month before they join, you are still talking to them. You are still sending them videos. Oh, see this something that just happened in our business. Oh, see this video. Oh, we just had a meeting today. Oh, I can't wait to work with you. Oh, do you have any questions? Have you started making your list? Blah, blah, blah. You are chatting with them. You are putting them in your memory so that by the time end of the month comes, they get started. So that was what helped me with the guy. He was following me up. So he called me before the month ended. I said, oh, how are you doing? What do you want to do? I said, and me, I'm an honest person. So I didn't post him and say, oh, later. I said, I don't think I'll join you again. He said, why? I said, there's another business that they showed me, and that one is cheaper. Oh. I'm thinking of joining that one. And it's my very good friend that showed me the business. And he said, okay, that's no problem. That, you know what? When are you he said, when are you closing from work? I told him I'll close around 7 or 8. I don't remember. And I said, okay, that when you close, I'll come and pick you. I'll take you somewhere. I said, no problem. Okay, that I want to show you to my upline. I said, no problem. So after work, he came, picked me up, took me to his upline. And that was it. She didn't even talk much, just seeing the office. She was just very confident. She didn't even talk much. She just said, okay, that you say you want to join Abby. Okay, well, what are you doing? Look at that person. They joined so time and they're making money. Look at that person. And they're making money. Take this form, fill the form. Can you imagine? She just gave me form, take the form, fill the form. I just filled the form and I just paid. Like it was so easy. He didn't even have to do it. He just carried me and dropped me with your plan. He didn't even do anything. And I'm so glad that I did. I'm so glad I didn't go and follow the one that was cheaper. Because eventually I learned that the cheaper one, their compensation plan was whack. It was even more whack than the other one. It was terrible. You know what I mean? So my point is that if he had not followed me up during the course of the month, I would not have registered under him. I don't know if we're understanding it, because I'm trying to hammer on the mistakes that many of you make. The mistakes that many of you make. And he allowed me to make a part payment. If he had told me, no, you cannot make part payment, you must make everything now, I will never have registered under him, because there's no way I'll carry my whole salary plus going to go and borrow money from somewhere. I didn't even have the money. First of all, my salary was 65,000 naira or what, or 63, I don't even know. There's no way I would have carried my own salary and given it to him now. So, I mean, I won't have registered. Do you understand? So I allow people make part payments, follow them up in the course of before they join the business. Someone said I'll join in 2 weeks' time. Before that 2 weeks elapses, still be following them up. I hope we're understanding. Okay. So now, what do we say specifically when somebody says I don't have the money? There are different frameworks. Just follow me closely. I'm going to give different ways to handle this objection. Okay. Someone says I'm excited about the business, yada yada yada, but I don't have the money. What do I do? Now, what happens? You can start by clearing the doubt to find out if he really is interested. Tunde, do you really want to do this business? Or is you saying I don't have the money just a polite way of you saying you're not interested? I told you guys the story last week of the guy that was posting me that he doesn't have money, when in reality he had no intention to join. He had want to go and rest under somebody else. But when I asked him this question, I said, do you really want, because he was posting me end of month, the month never ended. I said, okay, do you really want to do the business, or you're just saying you're not, or you just saying you don't have the money? So a polite way of you telling me you're not interested. Do you really want to do the business? I asked him, and then eventually told me, oh, he has registered somewhere. So ask this question. If Tunde says no, right now I'm actually not interested. I have the money, let me know, like, but I'm not interested right now. I'm not in the right frame of mind. Right now, I have lots of things. I'm not ready now. Don't force him. If he says he's not ready now, don't say, hey, you're not ready now. Why are you not ready now? You should be ready. No. I say, no problem. I totally understand. Thank you for being honest with me. You know what I'll do? I have lots of people I'm training business to, so I have lots of people I'm following up. But what I'll do is I'm going to follow you up in the next 3 months. Is that okay? In the next 1 month, will it be okay if I give you a call in the next 1 month? Will it be okay if I give you a call in the next 2 months? Tunde said, no, no problem. Let's see how things go. You should also mention at this point that, okay, I'll call you in the next 2 months, the next 1 month, I'll see what you do, I'll follow you up then. But don't go and register under somebody else. Some of you are like, ambassador, which one is that? Yes. Because now that you said I'll call you in the next 2 months, you say you're not ready. Then I'll now hear that you're going to go and join under somebody else. So this is something I just added. Tell them, look, I'm going to follow up in the next 1 month, next 2 months. You may be ready by then, no problem. But in the meantime, don't go and register under another person. In the meantime, if you attend another presentation, they say, no, I will not attend now, I will not attend. Because the way that people do, you'll be going for a presentation, you will not know you're going for a presentation. You are going for a presentation, you will not know it's the presentation you're going for. Listen to me, listen to me. In case you attend another presentation, in case somebody else shows you, in case of whatever, do not register under somebody else, because I have showed you the business already. I'm going to work with you. If somebody else calls you, whatever, what happens? Just refer them back to me and all of that. Is that clear? If you understand it, I'll go to comments and say, I understand. You can see that today's follow-up is with a twist. You see, Princess said that's how she lost someone that she was following up to. If you are told that person that, some people still have Gogona's head. No matter what you tell them, they'll still join somebody else. But if you have 10 prospects you are following up, and you tell the 10 of them, don't go and register under somebody else. So in case you see, don't go and, out of the 10, at least 8 or 9 of them will keep that promise to you because you told them. Do we understand that? Perfect. Okay. Fantastic. Let's move on. Most likely, the prospect will reaffirm that yes, they want to do the business. Oh, no, it's not, I'm not interested. Well, I actually want to do it, but I sincerely don't have the money. So you can use one of our methods. It's called feel, felt, found. Okay, we got that from Matt Morris. Feel, felt, found. Oh, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but let me tell you what I realized. Tunde, I know how you feel. Tunde said, I know how you feel. I felt the same way when I saw the business because I didn't have the money to register. But I found a way because I was tired of being broke and I knew that this business would solve my no money problems. Oh, Chioma, I know how you feel. When I saw the business as well, I did not have shingbai. I'm saying my own story now. I did not have any, like I didn't have, hey God, it was bad. It was, if I show you my picture, you know, like, it was very bad. But I realized that if I keep on saying, I don't have money, I'll never have money. I realized that hope is not a strategy. I realized that if I kept on going with the same trajectory I was going, I would never have money. I realized I needed to do something to have money. And I realized that the fact that I didn't have money means that I need this business more than even those that have money. So what did I do? I found a way. I had to go and borrow the money to register. Are you serious? Yes, I borrowed the money to register. So what happens? You are telling them your own story. And then you can say, okay, Chioma, Tunde, Ahmed, do you think that you can actually find a way to get started so that we can work with you so that within the next 8 months, 9 months, 1 month, 1 year, you will not be saying you don't have money? Do you think you can find a way to raise money within the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks so that in the next 1 year, you will not be saying, oh, my problem is 80,000 naira? What happens? The fact that you have shared your story with them, you've built what they call empathy. The person understands that, oh, this person was once in my shoes. Now, like I always say, if you had money when you register, don't lie. Use somebody else's story. That's number 2 here. Use somebody else's story. If you do not have the money, don't lie. Don't lie, please, that you don't have, that you had. Don't lie. Tell them, oh, are you serious? Oh, okay, I understand how you feel. You remind me of my friend. Talk about somebody else. You remind me of my mentor. Talk about somebody else. Some of you, when you came, immediately you came, you paid for 15 accounts. Immediately you paid for 15 accounts. That day, before the presentation ended, you had paid for your 15 accounts online. Don't now go and tell someone that when you saw it, you don't have the money, but this is what you felt, because the person will eventually find out. Okay, fine. So tell them somebody else's story, maybe your upline story, my story, Gigi story, somebody else's story. Who did not have the money? You can tell them my story. Oh, Tunde, I know how you feel. You remind me of my mentor, Ambassador Kushimani. When she started the business, she was broke and she didn't have money to register. She had to borrow the money because she knew that things were not going to change till she did something about it. And now she's one of the highest earners in the company. She even bought 2 cars last year, one for her mother, one for her father. Are you seeing it? So it doesn't have to be your story. Okay, fantastic. Now, Tunde, would you like your story to change like our own did? It means that you need to find a way. Okay, and then you now work with Tunde on how they can find a way to get started. Most times when you do this, you realize that the person actually has the money. You can say, yeah, okay, let me see what I can do. Okay, fine. Now, if they say they don't have money to get started, you say, okay, you can discuss options with them. I'm going to show you. You can tell them, let's discuss options on how to raise the money for you to start your financial freedom journey. But I want to show you a practical way to do that. You can tell them about OPM, other people's money. Robert Kiyosaki wrote about, I think there's even a book. Is there a book like that? I know Robert Kiyosaki talks about this a lot. Wealthy people most times don't use their money to start businesses. Wealthy people most times borrow money. They say Dangote is building a refinery. It's not his money he's using, it's bank money. He borrows the money. Most wealthy people actually borrow money to do their business. Do we understand that? So you need to make them understand that. Okay? Explain Robert Kiyosaki's concepts. Almost everybody respects Robert Kiyosaki as a thought expert in the financial sector. Okay? So you tell them that, well, you can divide the money and borrow from various people. What does that mean? Say, okay, Ahmed, do you know that if you have 4 friends and you're able to get 15K from those 4 people, you've already raised 60,000 naira. And then you, from your own work, from your own business, generate 20K. You've already gotten 80K. You have registered. You can say, okay, if you have 7 people you can borrow 10K from, that's already 70K. Then you take your own 10,000 naira and you register. The goal is that you're working with him, showing him a practical way that he can actually join the business. Do you understand? You're not just leaving him, okay, go and find a way. No, you're actually working with him on ways he can actually get started. Is that clear? Awesome. So let's continue. Now, somebody else, I've given you like 3 different ways to handle the money objection. So let's go to the 4th one. Someone says, I don't have the money. You say, you know what? Can I be real with you? Can I be honest with you? Let me be honest with you. Where you are today, your lifestyle, your bank account, and everything you have is as a result of the decisions you took some years ago. And where you'll be in the next few years is as a result of the decision that you're going to take today about this business. I advise you to make the right choice, which will benefit you by joining the business right now. Do we understand that? Most people don't understand that wherever they are is a product of choice. The income you're earning today is a product of choice. The job you're working is a product, everything you have is a product of choice. So you can let them know this, where you are today, your lifestyle, your bank balance, your school, your kids are in, your lack of money right now is as a result of the decisions that you took many years ago. And where you're going to be in the next 4 years, 3 years, 2 years is as a decision you're going to take right now. So why don't you make the right choice and get started? So that over the next 1 year, 2 years, your problem will not be 80,000 naira to do one account. I hope we're following. Okay. Now let me handle the next oh my goodness, what happened? Let me handle the next objection. Is my screen still showing, guys? Okay, sure. Let me handle the next objection, which is, oh, sorry. I need to go and press something. Okay, good. So let's continue. Okay? So now the next objection is, I don't know how to convince people. How do I convince people? Yada, 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 yada. Good. So how do we handle that objection? The first method is feel, felt, found. Oh, I know how you feel. I felt the same way when I joined because I did not know how to convince people. But I realized that with this team, they have a system that takes away the convincing from you. So I plugged in and it has been the best decision. You guys, I hope you are screenshotting. What I'm going to do is after this meeting, the slides, I'll give the recording when it's ready, but I'll also give the slides so that you have the slides and you are reading, you can read from it. Okay, awesome. So let's continue. Okay, I know how you feel. I felt the same way when I joined because I didn't know how to convince people. I didn't have lots of friends, but I realized that with this team, they have a system that takes away the convincing from you. So I plugged in. It's done the best decision. You can now also use a story. So remember there are different methods. There's fill, fail, found method. There's a story method. Use somebody else's story. Oh, you remind me of one of our high earners, Mrs. Didi. When she joined, she was very shy and she was scared that the business would not work for her. She didn't know how to talk to people. She was very, very shy. But thanks to our system, today she's very successful. You get what I just said? You remind me of one, use somebody's story. You remind me of one of our leaders. Oh, she's making money now. She's money. She has even bought a Range Rover. But guess what? When she first saw the business, she was very shy. In fact, to stand and talk to people, they said her heart is super potato. She couldn't really talk to people. She was extremely shy. But right now, she's doing very, very well. Do you understand? Good. Thanks to our system. Okay. Now, another method you can use. Let me name these three. Another method you can use. You can go ahead and say, Tunde, how did I invite you to see this business? Tunde has suffered in our trainings every day. Tunde, how did I invite you to see this business? Did I convince you? No. I just sent you a recommendation text message. And you are here. Can you also send that text? It means you can do the business. What if today say, what if all my friends don't join? So obviously, everybody will not join now. You just need few people to join your team. Not everybody needs to join. Are you following? Simple. Not everybody needs to join. Do you understand that? From the presentation, you have to, you're good to go. So Tunde, how did I invite you to do this? Now, if you did not invite Tunde via recommendation text, if you invited him via, let's say, flyer, let's say you posted a flyer on your status on your WhatsApp and he saw it and he was interested, you can say, okay, Tunde, how did I invite you? I just posted a flyer that our leader saw, one of our assistants. You saw the flyer. You said you're interested in joining the presentation. And I sent you a link and you joined. Guess what? I did not convince you. It means that if you post a flyer as well, you also get people to see the business as well. If you saw it through a video you put on your status, use the same method. Whatever method you use that as well to follow up. Okay. And now you are 10 and you're excited about the business. Can you also send the text? Can you also share the flyer? It means that you can also succeed in our business. Most times, this is very important. So because people are seeing it from, oh, I need to go and start meeting people and presenting the way the woman presented. I need to go and start presenting. No, if you make them understand that what you did is what you did with them is what they did. They can get started, okay? Fantastic. Now, if you invite them via social media, you can also tell them that you will teach them how to do the same thing via social media, okay? Awesome. Now, I don't have friends. This is another objection. Another objection that may pop up. I don't have friends. What happens? FFF rule. Feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. When I saw the business, I didn't have lots of friends. In fact, I had done network marketing before and I had failed. And I did not know how to go and meet my friends and tell them, come and join again, because I knew that this one was better, but I did not know how to do it. But guess what? Because of the system that was in place, I was able to share questionnaires and flyers to people that I didn't even know. And now I have a team of people that joined my business and they didn't even know me before the business. Do you understand? Oh, you remind me of my leader, Ambassador Kochimani. When she saw the business, she came to Abuja newly. Then they didn't have Zoom. She came to Abuja for a youth service about 2 years later, or 3 years later, 3 or 4 years later. She saw the business, network marketing. She didn't even have friends that would join her. All her friends refused to join her. But guess what? Because of the system, she was able to get people that she didn't even know to join her. And this is a 100% true story, guys. When I came to network marketing, then we used to do belly to belly. You people have Zoom. We didn't have Zoom then. Then you have to meet somebody face to face. You call them. You invite them for physical presentation. Then I didn't have friends. The ones I had did not join me. I told you about my first presentation. I invited about 79 people. Only 3 came. In fact, there was 2 that came. 1 came with somebody. That's why I say 3 came. Only 2 came. And the ones that came, they did not register. But now I have a team of thousands of people. Can you imagine how? Because of the system. They taught me the art of prospecting. They taught me how to be making friends every day. So what did I do? I didn't want to do it, but I had to go out of my shell and I did it. They taught me that every time I go out to places, to the bank, to the shop, to church, to mosque, to my salon, I should be making friends. And I did it. And before you know it, I made 1 friend, 2 friends, 3 friends, 4 friends, 5 friends. Right now, I'm so used to doing it. I go somewhere, I compliment people, I have conversations with people, and I become their friend. I learned it through this business. Some of my closest friends are network marketers. That's the truth. So guess what? You are explaining this to them. It's a true story, guys. Okay, fantastic. So you can tell them we have a system that teaches you how to get people connected via social media, people that you don't even know. If you choose the master mentorship, will teach you how to connect it, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so feel well found, tell a story, and then give practical advice. Okay, screenshot this, let's move. Okay, another thing somebody may say, what if I don't get anybody to join? What if, and this is the last objection I'm going to handle. Maybe next week I'm going to handle other objections like, oh, I don't have the time, I want to speak to my spouse and all that, but it's already almost 9. And I also want to talk about other things as well. Okay, now, what if I don't get anybody to join? Don't worry, this meeting is being recorded. This meeting is being recorded. So after this, I advise you to listen to this over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. I'm so glad that we're able to record things like this. Okay. What if I don't get anybody to join now? What if? Yes, I know. Okay, what if I use the system and I use it and still nobody joins me? So what do? Kemi. So you're telling your first name is Kemi. Kemi, do you really want to do this business? Or are you just saying, what if you don't get anybody to join as an excuse? Is it, let's be honest, is that do you really want to do it? Or you're just looking for excuses so you will not join? Because whether you join or not, I don't mind. I have lots of people I'm showing the business to. So whether you join or not, it doesn't matter. In fact, if you join now, you are very lucky because I'm doing 20-30 challenge. So if you get started right now, you're going to be among my first people to join. And then you may even get 1 or 2 people put in your team. So whether you join or not, I'm not bothered. Though. I will still succeed. Though. I already decided I'm going to succeed. But just let me know, do you really want to are you really interested? Or you're just saying this so that you can, as an excuse? Most times, Kemi will say what? Yes, I want to know. No, I'm serious. I really want to do it. I'm really interested in doing it. But what if nobody joins me? Then you can now go ahead and start your follow-up. What do you do? Feel, felt, found. FFF rule. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. But when I used the system, I was able to grow a team of people. Kemi, I know how you feel. When I saw it, my problem was that what if nobody joins me? If nobody joins me, what will I do? It doesn't mean I'll lose my money. I know how you feel, because even me, I felt the same way too. Hey, doesn't mean my money went out the drain. But guess what? I use the system and I've been able to grow a team of people. And then you can even show Kemi some names of your teammates who have joined you. Look at this person. I was able to register Pelumi. Do you know what I did with Pelumi? I was scared that he will not join, but I just used the system. He came for a presentation. They did a 3-way call with him and he joined. What of Ahmed? Ahmed is a banker. Ahmed was very busy. But guess what? He joined the meeting via Zoom 6 p.m. in the evening on Saturday. And after he joined the meeting, he registered. Guess what? He's doing well today. Look at my other friend, Choma. I invited her. She refused to come. I said she refused to come. Then I sent her a video. She watched the video and she joined the business. Guess what? People are joining me. What are you doing? Story. So use practical. You can even be showing them numbers of people on your phone, your teammates who have joined the business as well. Do you understand? You have a powerful story. You don't even know it. You yourself looking at me. If you have registered 1, 2, 3, 4 people, you have a story already. Use that story of how you got those people to join and let them know. Do you understand? And let them look. Will you be willing to learn how to use that system? Okay, fantastic. A third thing you can do is, I came up with this one. I heard it from one of my friends. Truth be told, Kemi, doing it on your own, you may not be able to get anybody to register. If you go and start convincing people by yourself, you will not be able to get them to register. Kemi, let me tell you the truth. As you are like this, the reason why you are thinking that nobody will join is because you think that you have to go and start convincing them by yourself. And the truth is that me, when I saw it, I was very skeptical. If you had come at me as well, you cannot even convince me. That's the truth. You can't. But because I listened to a professional, I got started. You may not be able to talk to somebody by yourself. If you talk to somebody by yourself, you may not get them to join. But guess what? If they listen to a professional, chances that they will join the business. Are you learning something, guys? I hope you're learning. I know that this is not this particular one I'm saying is not the normal follow-up, but like I said, we always add to the follow-up training, okay? So let's continue. What if I don't get anybody to join? Number 4 thing you can say, Kemi, what do you currently do? That's practical now. Kemi is like, well, I work in a pharmacy. I'm a pharmacy. I work in a pharmacy. I work in a big pharmacy. Okay, fantastic. Kemi, imagine if your MD refused to start that his pharmacy business because he was afraid. What if I don't get customers? What if I don't break even? What if I don't make my money back? What if? Kemi, if we are all saying that, will you have gotten your job today? If your MD has said that, will you have your job you have today? Don't point at Kemi. I'm just giving an example. Most people take offense. If we keep on saying, what if I don't succeed? What if people don't join? What if I don't get customers? If we kept on saying all those things, nothing will work in the world today. The guy who created laptop, what if he said, what if my operating system doesn't work? What if people don't buy my laptop? We will not have laptops. The guy who created phones, what if people don't buy the phone? We will not have phones. Guess what? You can't, nothing venture, nothing gained. Do you understand that? So that's one strategy we can actually use with Kemo. Okay? So Kemi, look, we have over 300,000 partners in La Buena Vida. All from one man who was an introvert. He was a banker. He was an introvert. If you can do it, you can do it as well. If you can do it, you can do it as well. And that's the truth. Over 300 partners in La Buena Vida. And all of us are under Ambassador Michael Ekulu. Let me tell you the truth. Boss Mike was a very shy person. In fact, he's still an introvert. If those of us that know him very well, he's an introvert. He'd rather go to a place and no people not knowing him. Just stay. He doesn't like noise. He's an introverted guy. It's just this business that is making him come out of his shell small. When we first started La Buena Vida, all your life can be there, he didn't used to really present. He didn't really used to come out. It's other people like Ambassador Nefo and me and Vince said that we are the ones that used to talk and present. Boss Mike was very, very in his shell. In fact, if you come, you never know who is our upline. He was very introverted banker. But now we're over 300,000 partners all over the world from one introverted banker. Can you imagine if he had said, what if he doesn't get people to join? You never know where your destiny will be. Kemi, you have some friends, you don't even know whether they'll join or not. Your own is just to get started and invite them. And then finally you can tell Kemi, look, the most painful thing that happens to you is that if you don't join and invite somebody and somebody else goes to go and invite them and they become successful, it will pain you because you know the person should have been in your team. Do you understand that? Awesome. So that's something you can tell Kemi to go. So as I round up, some of you are leaving the meeting. Don't leave. I still have a couple of things to talk about. So don't leave. We'll end the meeting in about 10 minutes. So don't leave the meeting. Okay? So let me continue. So what are some different means of exposure and means of follow-up? Okay? Number one, follow-up calls. Putting a call through them after the meeting and calling them. That's follow-up call. Okay? I've already spoken about that. Number two, another presentation. Somebody may attend, let's say, my presentation, and they say, that man was talking too fast. She'll calm down, be drinking water now. She was talking too fast. I didn't understand that, please. I want to talk to, is there another presentation? You can book them for maybe Bryce Peter's presentation. It's very calm. Or Mr. Isdo, somebody else. Do you understand? Another presentation is another way of follow-up. Let me give you guys a funny story. I think somebody called me the other day to do three-way call. One of my people. And it was very late. It was late in the night, but me and her already discussed and all that. So I did the three-way call with the person. And that day I was very tired. It was like, I think 12 midnight or 11 p.m. I was very tired. So when I was talking to the prospect, I was just talking very calmly. And the prospect now said, I'm sure the person's here. She said, I'm happy. I like how you're talking. You're not shouting. You're very calm. That everybody else in the business has spoken to, everybody just shouting. I like the way you're calm. In my mind, I said, I said, yes. I said, yes. Some of us, not every time you're shouting. Some people need to be calm and all that. But in my mind, I said, this woman does not know me. Oh, she doesn't know. Those who are shouting, it's me that taught them how to shout. I was just laughing. I said, this one doesn't know. It's because I'm tired. That's why nobody in my life has ever told me that I'm calm. They like how I'm calm. They like how I'm very, very. I was so impressed. So my point is that some people don't like too much shout. Some people will see me and say, that woman, she's too, but this is how I talk normally. This is how I am. When I'm happy, I shout. When I'm sad, every time I'm going shouting. That's just how my voice is. You know what I mean? That's how my voice is. Okay? So that's how it. So what happens? You can book them for another presentation. Then presentation video is one of the tools. Remember, we have 18 minutes presentation video. In fact, we even have too much. We have 18 minutes presentation video. They don't understand. We have Ifeanyi's own. My video and Ifeanyi's video are totally different. Ambassador Ifeanyi's video, 22 minutes, they are totally different. So somebody can watch my own and watch his own as well. Do you understand? We have 18 minutes video. We have 22 minutes video. We have 31 minutes video. We have 1 hour video. Anyone you want, use. We even have 2 hours. So use that video as a prospecting tool. Once the person has said they are interested, but they have more questions, can they go through something and all that? You say, okay, I'm going to send you a video. It's 18 minutes. If I send it to you now, when we just say what to watch it, I send it to them. Booklet, follow-up booklet or slide. We sent it to you guys last week, but we're going to send it again this today. There's a wonderful slide Ambassador Defo came up with. Fantastic, beautiful slide. It's a follow-up soft copy follow-up, whatever. That just explains the business. Very, very nice. But it's more effective when somebody has attended presentation. Don't send somebody that follow-up booklet when they've not attended presentation. You are shooting yourself in the foot. They will not understand it. It's after they have attended presentation, they have watched the video, they've come for a Zoom call, they came to the hall and all that. You can now send them that as a follow-up. Do you understand that? That's the way it's effective. Product sampling. You can give somebody coffee, care leaf, one of your products to use, and it may help them, and that may get them hooked into the business. Greetings. If any greeting you greet somebody after the presentation, after training and all that, is still part of follow-up because they remember. Happy new month, happy new year, happy birthday, happy all those things that I wrote. I think that was number 12 I wrote. Number 7, doing one-on-one for them. Somebody may attend a meeting, they may not really understand, but they may want you, who is their friend, to just explain what you can to them. They want to just have a conversation with you. Some people are like that. And that's why it's important to attend trainings every time. Because when you attend trainings, every time you attend a training, you learn. That's why if you guys are missing some weeks, I pity you. Because tomorrow we're going to wrap up our social media training by tomorrow. Social media ads, Facebook and all that. Please, so ensure you attend the tomorrow sale meeting, okay? So do one-on-one for them as well. QSG, make them attend QSG. 9, commenting on your WhatsApp to the social media post. Somebody post something on WhatsApp, comment. Oh, wow, your daughter is so beautiful. She reminds me of my own daughter as well. Oh, they're about the same age. Oh, happy birthday to your mom. Oh, happy birthday to your king. Oh, and who baked this cake for you? Wow, commenting. Okay, number 10, give them an office tour. Are you following? If you're in Abuja here or anywhere we have an office, let them come and see a physical office so that they know, okay, there's something happening. No. If they cannot do that, then that's still fine. But if they can, if it's possible, do that. And I'm going to advise leaders that are here, please try and make your office look nice. I've already told some of the leaders, try and make your office look nice. It doesn't have to cost you so much. It doesn't have to cost you so much, but just try and see it. And a lot of money has been made this month. That's the truth. From 20 and 30 challenge, you're going to make a lot of money. From upgrades, I know you're going to make a lot of money. Don't eat all that money. Don't make the mistake and think that the money you make this month for you to eat everything. You shouldn't. You're a business person. You're an entrepreneur. And as a business person, part of your money you make should be put back into the business. Income is not profits. Income is not profits. Inside income, there is profits. And then there is money that should be put back into the business. It's called recurrent expenditure. So the money you're going to make this month, part of it, take it, and if you have an office, set it up nice. Have a nice table, a nice chair. Do a little POP. Just do something. It doesn't have to be so expensive. It doesn't have to be like my own office, but just start. So I started from somewhere. Maybe next week I'll show you guys our first office, how we grew. Start from somewhere. If you're even if there are plastic chairs in your outer office, but have a place, have an inner office. Have an inner office where your prospects can come and meet you as the leader. And if you're a leader, if you're new, this is not for you. If you just let it go, you can say now, wow, I just paid yesterday. I just did incubator graduation on Saturday. Say I should open office. No, not that. But if you've been here for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, a year, 2 years, you have an office that you are grinding from. Make it nice, make it neat. Carve out a place. Have a nice table, something cute, so people can come and see you. So that your prospects, your teammates can bring their prospects and see you in the place. Have an office you are grinding from. Have a physical place. Yes, we are doing Zoom, but you cannot take away belly to belly. You can't. So please, guys, very important. Part of the money you made in this month should be put back into the business. It will be very bad if your prospects, your teammates are seeing other people have very nice offices, and then you don't have a nice office. You don't have an office. You don't even have. I mean, it's not nice. So we need to do that. Okay, give them a tour and all that. So number 11 is what? Share success stories. Success stories. What happened to people as they're succeeding? Share success stories with them. Use recent events that are happening. Oh, we just had a Zoom meeting yesterday. We had about 500 people. Was fantastic, was powerful. Oh, I can't wait to work with you. Oh, we just had a super sale meeting today. We learned about follow-up and all that. Oh, I wish you were there. I can't wait for you to get started so you can be part of this fantastic mastermind trainings that we have on Mondays. Oh, we just did we're having an end of year get-together party. Oh, I wish you were here so that you can be part of it. Whatever event is happening can be used as follow-up as well. Okay. And then number 12, oh, sorry, I wrote 11. Finally, number 12 is what? Celebrating them. Okay, when is their birthday? Celebrate them. You know, Let me share something that may be a bit controversial, but there are different love languages. Some people's love language is words of affirmation. That's you say things to them that are nice, they like it. Some people's love language is acts of service, you doing something for them. Some people's love language is physical touch, just it may be chop knuckle, giving them a hug, pat on the back and all that. Some people's love language is gifts. And I think, what's the fifth one? Quality time, right? So some prophets that like quality time, you're calling them, they would like to talk to you and be gisting with you, they will like quality time, okay? Now, for some prospects whose love language is gifts, on their birthdays, I'm not saying you should buy them a cake or anything, but if you have a prospect who you know, this person is a megaverse prospect, this person can pay for megaverse, just that they are still studying it, they are still not sure, they are still following them up. It's their birthday, send them something. Send them something. Let's say you have 3 megaverse prospects that you know these ones can do, they can do megaverse for themselves, for their wife, for their whole generation. And it's the person's birthday, send them something. It may not be something big, it may be maybe a box of cupcakes, it may be a customized card, it may be a picture frame, it may be a picture or something. It doesn't have to be big, just think maybe from their status, you may know what somebody likes. Something small, just send it to them. Oh, I sent it to you and all. Oh, happy birthday, wishing you a good day, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I sent you. Oh, what's your address? I want to just wave a little gift to you. I like to give gifts. Guess what? That may move the person to join. Ambassador, okay, but what if I spend 10K and I get them a gift and they don't join? It's part of business expenses now. Is it every advert you do that yields total fruit? No, it's seed. For those of us that pay, the Bible says, cast your bread on many waters. Just be sowing seed that you never know the one that will germinate. And what if you do it and they join? What if you do it for 3 people, out of the 3, 1 joins? That 1 person joining will cover up for what spent on the 3 people. It's called spending money to make money. Now, I'm not saying you have to do this. So me, I'm just advising those who want to take the advice, take it. I know some of you, no matter what, your hand is like this. You will never you're on your own. But the truth is that the Bible says, a man's gift makes way for him. A man's gift makes way for him. It's just normal. It's normal. When you give, I realize that when I give people gifts, they are more likely to open up to me. They are more likely to, if you want to go and meet somebody and ask them for advice, a very rich person, the kind of response you get when you go with a gift and when you go empty-handed is totally different. It's totally different. This is a principle, a world principle. So whether you use it or not, but you know somebody's a high net worth VIP prospect, the person can have the potential to do a lot of accounts. So a seed in their life. It may be even, oh, what network do you use? Oh, I use MTN. Okay, we send them recharge card. It may be 5K. It may be so. Now, guess what? People like that, people are always collecting from them. People are always asking them. So when somebody gives them, they remember. They remember. I don't even understand. So these are some strategies that you can use and all of that. Okay. So that's for the follow-up. Now, what do you do? Somebody's adamant. They say right now, I'm not going to join in 2 years' time. I'm not to oh blah, blah, blah. What happens? No problem. Keep on following up, but guess what? Collect a name list for them. So okay, would you give me the names of people you know who may be interested and all that? Let me just contact them. Somebody who you want to empower, who you want to help in the business, who you know will be good in this kind of. Just give me their numbers. Give me a number, send them recommendation SMS. Won't send them the text. If I call them, if anybody registers from the list, I'll give you 10K. If somebody registers, direct bonus is worth 20,000, so you can give them 10K. Or you can say, okay, if anybody joins, I'll give you 5K. Fine. That will give them enough incentive to give you a list. You can do affiliates with them. That's this thing I'm talking about. Somebody who doesn't want to register, they can do a list of those who they know may or may not like it. They send text to them. You call them, you book them, they can come. We have some leaders in the business today, some people who are making a lot of money, who are leaders, and they came through these affiliates. They came through, the person that invited them did not join. He was invited by somebody who also did not join. That's how somebody came, they did not join. Tunde came, Tunde did not join. We collected name list from Tunde. Tunde dropped his name list. They send them text. From that name list, Ahmed came. Ahmed said he cannot join. Okay, Ahmed dropped name list. From that Ahmed's name list, Chioma now came and registered. Guess what? 3 generations of lists. The 2 people ahead of them did not even pay. But guess what? So what happened? When Chioma pays, you call Ahmed and say, Ahmed, I want to say thank you. That your friend that you recommended to me, Chioma, she just made a payment. So what do you want us to do? Are you ready to come and make your payment so that I can put her under you? Or you're not interested, let me just give you the 5K bonus. No problem. If Ahmed says, yes, I'm interested, most of Ahmed will say yes. Why? Because his initial fear was, how will I get it? But now you've got somebody for him to do this. What happens? Ahmed is okay, anything. Even if Ahmed doesn't pay, it doesn't matter. You can register the person under you. Then you can now go ahead and call Tunde. Tunde, remember that Ahmed you sent to me? He did not join, but he gave you somebody else who joined the business. Do you want to register now so I can register her under you? Or I should go ahead and register her by myself and give you the money? Oh, okay, no problem. Any way that works. If they don't join, it's fine. You still have somebody, you register person under you and get the bonus. But if they say they want to join, they join under you, you get that bonus from them, and then you register their person under them, they sponsor that person, and then everybody's happy. You have 2 new people in your team. So this can also work as well. Okay, fantastic. Okay, that's it for that. And also keep a list of people that say they're interested but they don't have the money. Keep on following them up, keep on splitting them and all that. Let them be paying little by little, and then you can begin to work with them. Okay. If a case where somebody says, well, I have lots of people that I want to empower and all that, but I don't have people I can show. Do you have people you can help me with? You may be able to recommend them to each other if they're your personal prospect. So if, let's say I recommended Aisha. Aisha says, wow, I'm interested, I want to join, but I cannot connect anybody. I don't have anybody that can join under me and all that. But if there's somebody who you have who is serious, I can actually sponsor the person. The person can make money, register under me and making money. And then you have Tunde that says, okay, I want to join, but I don't have money. You can link them up together. If they are both your personal prospects, you can link them up together. But make sure Tunde pays something. So even if Aisha wants to balance up, she's balancing up maybe half, Tunde will pay half. And then you register Tunde under her. What happens? She has made 20K direct bonus first. You are happy, everybody's happy. Do you understand that? Hope that's clear. Awesome. Now, before I wrap up, I want to talk the 2030 challenge that we're doing. Okay, today is the 21st of February. So we have about, let me see, 10, 9, about 19 days, 18 days to the end of the challenge. That's well over 2 weeks. So I'm so excited. Our challenge is ending on the 10th of March and all of us. We have about 19 days before the end of the challenge. Okay, so what's going on? What are we doing? Okay, some of you are being deceived because you have codes you're encoding as per upgrades. So somewhere at the back of your mind, your subconscious thinks that you have code. You think that you have people in your team. You think that you are making money because you are doing upgrade. Your eye will soon clear. If you're not taking this 2030 challenge serious, hey, if you're not taking the 2030 challenge serious, your eye will clear. By the time you wake up and realize that the codes are finished though, and then your how do you judge if you have a good business? How many ED 3.0 codes do you have? How many ED 3.0 registrations do you have in your team? That's how you know if you're making money or not. So guess what? This 2030 challenge, take advantage of it. Some of you have done 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fantastic. Okay, we have 19 whole days. That's why I took my time to explain this follow-up. I want you guys, after this meeting, go back and do follow-ups based on what I taught. Okay, so take this 2030 challenge very serious. The fact that 1 or 2 of you are not, you don't think other people are not, other people are taking it very, very serious. But I want everybody to do it as well. Okay, so ensure you're doing 20-30 days challenge. Those of you who are new, some of you just attended your incubator graduation on Saturday, so this is your first sale meeting you're attending. What's 20-30 challenge? In our team, we're doing a challenge called 20-30 where you can recruit. The goal is to recruit at least 20 people in the 30-day period. We started it on the 8th of February. Okay, we're doing it in chunks, 1 week intervals. 1 week intervals. We've done 2 weeks already, so we're entering the 3rd week and then the 4th week, and then we have some days, some extra days. Okay, fantastic. So that's it. Now, why must you do money 20-30 challenge? I want to make money back fast. Like I said, if you anybody that does 20-30, the lowest you make is 600,000 naira. As in, if you don't make money, if you register 20 people right now within the next period, the lowest you make is 600,000 naira. That's the minimum you need, and your business will never recover. Okay, you also maximize your new account that you've upgraded with. Okay, you also maximize the ED 3.0, earning 20K direct bonus, 30K, 30K, 50K, 100K, and all of that. To also create massive momentum in your team. Your business will never recover from it. Also, you will advance in ranks. Okay, awesome. So what are the challenges, the days? I said 8th to 15th, 15th to 22nd. Okay, and today is 21st. So it means that if you've not done your 10, try and make sure you do it today, tomorrow, and all that, so you can complete that gap, and then you can start another one by tomorrow, and all of that. So we're going through the period week after week after week. I'm so excited about this. Okay, now we have our events. You know, we have weekend events. Every day we have events. Every day, Monday to Friday, we have events on Zoom. Okay, then we also have weekend Saturday event, Sunday event. Sunday event is Amazon Women's Project we have here. That's our flyer. And then the Saturday event is the World Creator Summit we have every Saturday by 6 p.m. And then we have the one on Sundays by 6 p.m. So it depends on you. Always make sure you're invited physically. As people are joining the business, ensure that they're passing through their SMO checklist, attending their QSG, doing everything week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. If you can get them to print this, is better. Let them print it and be so that they're taking what they're doing. If they are with you physically, be signing it for them so that they know they're doing something. Okay, fantastic. So that is it. Okay, so we've come to the end of today's meeting. I hope that we learned a lot. I hope we learned a lot. Just ensure that you put everything you've learned today into practice so you can hit the 20 in 30 day challenge. All right, guys, awesome.